You know, the hardest fighters are the ones that don't want to get knocked out. To knock out, you know, it's like, because you got to take risk with them, and like at the end of it, you know, he's still a puncher. You know, you don't want to overcommit, especially, you know, he's very fast, you know.
I committed to myself and my dad that I will be the best version of myself every time I step out there, and I want to present to the people who I really am.
Ryan Garcia sharpened his skills by sparring with Rolly Romero in the gym ahead of his WBC welterweight title clash with Mario Barrios. The high-intensity session showcased Garcia's speed and timing, while Romero's pressure style tested his composure.
Trying to do that I don't usually do. And so it's hard to fit in exactly what he wants you to fit in until later. So like, he f***ed up. Because you shouldn't go into a fight like this right off the back off a change. And now I'm on fire. Like, yeah, I had that bad form, but like that still got me in some type of shape to get in for the next one. And now I'm like, damn, let's go all the way. Yeah.
Ryan Garcia is putting in serious work ahead of his February 21st showdown with Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title.
We're gonna explode, drive, right, which is gonna work that serratus muscle. So when Ryan takes his shot, everything is coming through here, and it's also the big boxer muscle. There it is. That's what we do. Damn, only halfway. You already did 100 of them. There you go. Come on. Let's go, nephew. Get it. Whoosh. Whoosh. Look at that serratus. The next workout is our running machine. This machine works the extension and the flexion without putting all that pressure as if we were outside running. Great work. Come on, man, push it. Come on. Let's go. Good job. Great, good. There we go. 5 seconds. Come on. 5 seconds, 40 yards.
Garcia is fully committed to delivering the best version of himself against Mario Barrios. He aims to answer doubts, impose his skills, and demonstrate maturity, making a statement performance that confirms he belongs among the division's serious contenders.
I'm on fire. Like, yeah, I had that bad form, but like that still got me in some type of shape to get in for the next one. And now I'm like, damn, let's go all the way, you know?
You know, we're just coming off the press conference and you had your face off afterwards. Mario's a big guy. He's a tall guy.
Don't be fooled. They got them boots on, that, like 3 unchilled. Don't be fooled, bro. I looked at him, I was like, you ain't this tall, brother. I know. You got them heels on. Like his head and face is big, but like his body ain't. You ain't making 147 if that head matches that body. That's cute. He do got that Aztec look though. Thick bone. I gotta break that.
I've seen you had a lot of success against smaller fighters. You timed them exceptionally well. I don't know though if you fought a guy this tall. I mean, have you fought somebody this kind of height? Or
if history repeats itself and patterns show, I knock out these type of people, taller people, like, but in disgusting fashion. Every time I've sparred a taller guy, fought a taller guy, they just get clipped and just boom. Maybe because they're a little bit more higher and I gotta hit them, like, I don't know. But that's kind of what I've noticed in my lifetime, and every time I've fought a taller person or whatnot.
Ryan Garcia explained that choosing his father as his trainer reflects his growth and confidence. Over the years, he worked with several respected coaches and absorbed different styles, techniques, and strategies from each of them.
You mentioned your dad, and your dad's never been gone. He's been part of your team no matter who's been your head trainer, but he is back as your head trainer for this fight. Walk me through that decision. Why did you decide to go back to your roots and have your dad train you for what is a pretty big fight in your career?
Man, everything that's good in my life is when it's guided by God, my instincts, and not kind of pushed from anything else, like no outer source, whether it be money, whether it be trying to please somebody, whether it be, you know, any other motive other than myself, God, and my instincts and my heart. So, you know, my instinct, my heart said, you know what, I'm gonna bring back my dad. You know, I feel like I got so much knowledge from all 3 of those coaches and all displayed and you know, certain things that I may have been missing. And I think I've gotten what I needed out of those trainers and through my journey of becoming a better fighter. And my dad has been there for the whole ride. So he soaked in all that knowledge, and now we're ready just to be a father-son duo and take over.
Garcia stated he is unconcerned that his coach is also training Mario Barrios. He believes his preparation, game plan, and personal focus matter more than sheer guidance. According to Garcia, once the bell rings, loyalty fades, and performance in the ring will decide everything.
I think he knows things about you that are going to help Mario Barrios be successful on fight night.
Nah, I don't think so at all. I mean, like I said, I've picked his brain. I'm a very observant person. When I'm around a trainer, I observe everything they do. Their movement, why they say this. I question a lot of things. So if anything, I know what they're doing. And it kind of seems like he's disinterested in this fight. But I think because he's been through a lot of wars, he's taken a lot of punches, you know, that spark is like, damn, I gotta do it again. Like, this shit's gonna suck. Like, you know, that's kind of what I've seen in him, though.
Well, the reverse, I guess, you sort of touched on it, might be true. Do you think that your knowledge of how a Joe Goosen trains fighters can be useful when you're getting ready for Mario Barrios?
As best as I can, right? As best as that will be displayed on fight night. I don't think a fighter can change that much stylistically wise. Now, I'm not saying that top form is.
Rolly Romero said Ryan Garcia is extremely fast after sharing sparring round with him. He noted Garcia's hand speed stood out immediately, making it difficult to react or counter. Romero added that the quickness feels different in person and can surprise opponents once they face in the ring.
Way more explain. Ryan's fast as shit. Ain't nobody gonna say Ryan's not one of the fastest fighters. And I look way faster at 47, way more explosive, way more durable, way more like agile. You know, everything.
During his year away from competition, Garcia admitted he barely stepped into the gym and lost focus on boxing. He said he needed time mentally and emotionally to distance himself from training and the sport altogether.
They would assume, you know, during the year off that I actually was in the gym. No, I was not in the gym at all. I was literally, you know, just not caring about boxing, didn't even think about boxing. And then they gave me 2 months to prepare for a fight, and I had to lose 30 pounds, and it was just a lot of things that you shouldn't do in a camp. And, you know, we definitely learned from our mistake there. And like I told everybody, just like Tom Brady when he misses a pass, it's a good analogy that you got to forget about it and get right back to the next play, and that's it.
Ryan Garcia says he is fully determined not only to win the fight, but also to put on an exciting show for fans. He believes boxing is entertainment as much as competition, and he wants people to remember his performance. Garcia promises to fight with aggression, speed, and confidence, aiming for a decisive victory rather than a cautious approach. He wants to prove he belongs at the top level and silence critics who doubt him. According to him, this bout is a chance to reintroduce himself after setbacks and remind everyone of his talent. Garcia insists supporters will see a motivated fighter focus on victory while delivering action, drama, and moments that energize the crowd throughout the night.
You know, he's going to bring his best game, I'll bring my best game, and we'll see what happens.
How do you feel it's going to be like without a crowd?
It's going to suck ass. Even when I knock him out or hurt him, it's not going to be as fun, but that's why I said I'm just going to get this victory, dominate him. I only fight for other people. I don't care about myself. My ego's out of this game. I'm all about winning and entertaining everybody, so it sucks. But we'll figure it out.
Tim Bradley predicts that the Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia fight will not go the distance and is likely to end in a knockout. He explains that both fighters are aggressive, which creates openings for powerful counters. Barrios has solid fundamentals, a strong right hand and a capable left hook, making him dangerous if Garcia missteps. Conversely, Garcia relies on speed, power, and his signature left hook, but his style leaves him vulnerable with hands low and his chin exposed, especially when stepping back. The host emphasizes that a knockout could happen either way. Garcia might catch Barrios coming in, exploiting Barrios' tendency to swell and take damage easily, or Barrios could land a decisive punch as Garcia moves in or exits after his rapid combinations. Ultimately, the fight is expected to be explosive with both fighters risking exposure to land a decisive blow, making KO the most likely outcome rather than a drawn-out contest.
Fundamentals, I think that Barrios is better, in every department, to be honest with you, besides the speed and the power, that area. But Barrios does have some pop his shots, and he has some counterpunching ability where I think he can hurt Ryan Garcia. Do I see this fight going a distance? I don't think this fight's going to go to distance. I think there's going to be a knockout in this fight. It's either going to be Ryan Garcia catching him as he's coming in, or vice versa. You're going to have Barrios catching Ryan Garcia as he comes in, or even if he exits, with a right hand or something like that, man. I see Ryan having a hard time with just, again, the IQ of Barrios. Say whatever you want to say about him. Barrios is tough, he's gritty, he's solid.
Tim believes a left hook is one of the most dangerous weapons against Ryan Garcia because of the way his defensive habits leave him exposed. While Garcia is exceptionally fast and has a powerful left hook of his own, his tendency to stand tall with his chin high and hands often low creates openings for skilled opponents. Historically, fighters who know how to throw a precise left hook have been able to exploit these weaknesses, landing clean, damaging shots. The host points out that this is a pattern seen not just in Garcia's fights, but in other notable boxers like Oscar de la Hoya, who could land left hooks effectively while being vulnerable to them in return. Barrios, with solid counterpunching skills and a strong right hand, can combine his offense with well-timed left hooks to capitalize on Garcia's aggressive in-and-out style. This makes the left hook a strategic weapon that could play a critical role in determining the fight's outcome, potentially leading to a knockout if timed correctly.
Ryan Garcia is, you never want to hook with a hooker, but as I follow the evolution of him and his craft, it seems the left hook gets in there, man. He can get buzzed by the left hook. Barrios isn't a bad puncher. He's a pretty good, solid puncher, but the left hook is dangerous to punch with Ryan Garcia with the left hook. However, I've seen Haney do it. I don't know, for some apparent reason, guys that know how to throw that left hook, they sucker for left hooks themselves. I remember De La Hoya being a sucker for the left hook as well. They're really good at landing their left hook, but shit, they don't do well with taking one in return. But the punch for Barrios is the right hand, and he will have opportunities to land it on Ryan Garcia, because Ryan, he shoots his jab and he brings his hand back low, and then he stands up tall as well, so he's always having his chin straight up in the air.
However, Ryan Garcia's trainer and father, Henry Garcia, admitted that during the Devin Haney fight camp, Garcia wasn't fully focused and let distractions interfere with his preparation. This time, however, the camp has been much sharper and more professional, with Garcia showing renewed discipline and commitment. The trainer highlighted that fans can expect a leaner frame, improved stamina, and more explosive power on fight night. He also noted that moving down to 147 pounds from 140 shouldn't be a problem, especially without harsh rehydration rules complicating the process. Overall, the message from Garcia's team is clear. He is back in top form, fully dedicated, and ready to perform at his very best. The renewed focus and professional mindset suggests that this version of Garcia could be more efficient, harder to hit, and more dangerous in the ring, making him a serious threat to any opponent he faces.